someone who is an activist. But this, I think, speaks to this issue. This person wrote that, hey, the women organizations across America, they are starting to rise up and say enough is enough, and that was a ridiculous comment. And yeah, it was a so-called joke, but it wasn't funny. This email says every male organization, civic, religious, etc., should rise up and shout in defense of their daughters, their sisters, their mothers. We're in a position to encourage the whole country to take a stand against the disrespect shown to females. No wonder girls have such low self-esteem when people laugh at the innuendos and downright crudeness of comments made to and about them. Shame on all of us if we haven't had the nerve to walk out or at least boo when a so-called comedian makes such a comment.
When you were asked if you might appear on David Letterman's show to hash all this out, your spokesperson issued a statement and said the Palins have no intention of providing a ratings boost for David Letterman by appearing on his show. Plus, it would be wise to keep Willow away from David Letterman. I'd like you to explain what that meant. Are you suggesting that David Letterman can't be trusted around a 14-year-old girl?
Hey, take it however you want to take it. It is a comment that came from the heart that Willow, no doubt, would want to stay away from David Letterman after he made such a comment, and you can interpret that however you want to interpret it.
But is that not perhaps in bad taste also, Governor, if you're suggesting that a 62-year-old man couldn't be trusted?
It's not in bad taste. Hey, maybe he couldn't be trusted because Willow's had enough of this type of comments, and maybe Willow would want to react to him in a way that maybe would catch him off guard. That's one way to interpret such a comment.
He's tried to explain this. Does he owe you an apology?
Here's the problem, Matt. The double standard that has been applied here. One, let's talk politically, the double standard. First, remember in the campaign, Barack Obama said, family's off limits. You don't talk about my family. And the candidate who must be obeyed, everybody adhered to that, and they did leave his family alone. They haven't done that on the other side of the ticket, and it has continued to this day. So that's a political double standard. But here again, the double standard when it comes to acceptance of a celebrity being able to get away with a disparaging comment that does erode a young girl's self-esteem and does contribute to some of the problems that we have in society. This so-called humor, I don't find it humorous. I think a lot of Americans don't think that it's.
And I would agree with that. And I'm not sure that you can be so easy to say that he's gotten away with it. I think he will pay some sort of a price for this, Governor, because I do think a lot of people feel the joke was an extremely bad taste, no matter which daughter of yours he was referring to. Does he owe you an apology as opposed to just the explanation he's issued?
He doesn't have to apologize to me. I would like to see him apologize to young women across the country for contributing to that kind of that thread that is throughout our culture that makes it sound like it's okay to talk about young girls in that way, where it's kind of okay, accepted, and funny to talk about statutory rape. It's not cool. It's not funny.
Let me move on then. And a lot has been made about the future of the Republican Party after a disappointing election and who's going to be the face of that party. Your name has been on a list with people like Newt Gingrich and Rush Limbaugh and Dick Cheney. And it's very well understood that you perhaps are the biggest superstar when it comes to fundraising in the party right now. If people want to make money, they get you to an event. That event makes a lot of money. Does that translate to you being the future of the GOP?
Yeah, absolutely not necessarily. I want to help. I want to be able to help the cause. And the cause is to get Americans to remember that big government is not the answer. That's not the way that we're going to secure our nation and progress our nation and get our economy back on the right track. And we're going to see a lot of manifestations, I believe, of actions that the federal government that is taking right now that will actually hurt our economy and take away the private sectors and our families' opportunities to grow and progress and prosper. Keep more of what we earn so that we can meet our own priorities instead of having federal government come in and meet priorities for us. So, no, not necessarily me. I don't think I need any kind of title in order to affect change.
Do you think you deserve a shot based on
the party right now, though?
Based on what you brought to the last campaign, do you think you at least deserve the right of first refusal in terms of being the face of the party?
Oh, heck no, no. Nobody's entitled to that right of approval, or there's no entitlement that's accepted, I believe, in our party, and that's another nice thing about the principles of the GOP. You have to walk the walk and not just talk the talk. Your actions have to speak louder than words. Your accomplishments have to speak for what it is that you stand for, and no, nobody's entitled to any kind of front-running position in the GOP.
Governor Sarah Palin. Governor, it's nice to see you again. I appreciate you stopping and spending some time with us this morning.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.